Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Pathfinder Adventures, and I'm so sorry that I'm having to do this damn scenario for the third time. Not only did I almost succeed the first time, and the second time, but I forgot about these runes and charms that, and actually not runes. Runes are like, they last for like a certain amount of time. Charms are things that you can get that will just upgrade one of your checks, and I should have just done that to finish the scenario when I had the chance. Should I use one of these? I mean, why not, right? +1 to all your combat checks for the duration of the rune. Heroic difficulty. Oh, I don't know why it won't let me click on this blue one. That's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, why don't we do that? Let's add 1 to all my combat checks for 12 hours. There we go. Let's use this. Hello? There we go. Alright, look at that. Okay, so let's see if that'll help me. And I'm gonna try this one more time. This time, if I'm close to defeating the villain, I will use some charms as well. I've got plenty of gold, so I can definitely buy some. I just don't want to do this scenario anymore. We got 5 fewer cards and end your turn. All right, well, that's not good, but it's not the worst, I don't think, actually. The other one's more or less a blank. I don't really care about ending my turn when I pick up an ally or a blessing. So it's just the fact that I have 5 fewer turns that kind of sucks, but other than that, I should be fine. All right, let's put Ezra in there, let's put Kira there, let's put Sione there, and then everything else is terrible. Let's try Harsk burying his hand, see how that works, and where's the survival? There, I'm not even gonna think about this too much, and just go there. Let's see, recharge a card, or acquire an item, okay. Hopefully I don't get fucked up and forget about the banishing an item thing. Alright, so, do I have any items here? I have this coal of uncanny discernment, which is totally fine. I can just, pop it right off the bat, and not have to worry about the Vault of Greed's thing at all. Alright, all the nice stuff is at the top. So this is, wow, this is pretty good. 3d6? And it's a banish, or you can attempt to that's kind of a big gap, huh? Banish, or... Oh, I see, wait, you banish it if it's not arcane, right? You discard it or return it. This is actually really good, holy shit, this is a pretty damn good item. Okay, we'll try to pick it up, I guess. I might as well get some extra help on my stuff. So, we'll definitely flip a card. I need a Blessing of the Gods. Alright, Harsk, you can do that because the top blessing is Norgorgberg, and we'll just roll the 84%. Alright, perfect. So this shouldn't trigger because I don't have any other items in my hand. Yep. Troubadour is not going to be helpful, so I'll just... Wait a minute, hold on. There's no point in doing this. I'm going to scout this away anyway, so I might as well save that for another time. So we'll scout it away, and then at the start of my next turn, I'll see what the next card was. I don't think I really gained much by playing a Troubadour there. Alright, so decent first turn, got through a few cards. Amiri's up with the Spyglass. I'll go first, then I'll Spyglass. Alright, Clay Golem. I'm glad that my casters didn't do this. Didn't encounter that thing. I believe this is my best weapon at the moment. Harsk is going to be shooting all of his cards. Because, he wants to keep an empty hand for closing his location. And 92% is a little, So why don't we throw some strength onto this? Make it 97%. And then I'll pop the Spyglass. See what's coming up. Alright, well, that's a bit annoying, because it didn't really get me anything. I wish you could look at the map while making these decisions. I don't know if anybody can come over to pick up this blessing. It is a good one. Oh no, this is a terrible one. God, I hate these doctrines. And I'm just starting to realize that these doctrines are all bad. They're just all bad. All right, so we'll just put this up front. This is the scenario where if you pick up a blessing, your turn ends, so you can't pick it up and get extra explores. So we'll just, actually, you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's do this, and then maybe we can cast, I don't know, Scrying on this place. That doesn't make sense. This is the only monster in there. No, let's just have the Stone Giant go. I'm going to save the Sage to help close the location. I think it's really important in this scenario, and I'm just going to keep going. Because these closing checks are really what kill me in this scenario. Oh, damn it. Alright, lost my strength. Not that that matters too much. And we're not going to do any end of turn actions. Alright. Ezrin's up. He's got both auguries and a haste. That's delightful. So let's do it once. Hey, there's one of the villains. Okay, so it's a tough situation here, what you do exactly. Obviously, I don't really want to fight the villains that much because each time you fight a villain, it makes the villain checks harder by 5. So that's kind of a problem. But on the other hand, I don't know if I can really swing it to keep this villain sitting here. I'd have to close 2 other locations in order to get this guy to go away. And it's just difficult to temp close. Harsk has to bury his hand. I haven't closed anything yet. No, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Oh, I get to draw a card. Lovely, it's a monkey. Do I have something to kill it with? Yes, Force Bolt will do it. So we're just going to do this. It is, of course, troubling that I'm going to have to face harder villains later, but I'm prepared to spend any amount of gold here on charms to boost my decks, or to boost my checks. Sela needs to close her location, because there has been some valuable scouting that took place there. Amiri's location also has scouting, but it's not that critical. It's just some crappy stuff. I don't care that much if it gets shuffled, but Sela definitely has 2 boons in the bottom of her deck, so I need her to close the stand place. Alright, it's not the easiest closing check. None of them really are. Wisdom means the Troubadour doesn't help. Alright, so who's got me a Wisdom Blessing? Wisdom Blessing? Maybe I'll use Improved Guidance. This is a Wisdom Blessing. 93%. It's good enough. I mean, it's not the end of the world if this doesn't close. It does suck, but it's not worth using another blessing on it. Now, for Amiri, it's a question of, do I have anything I want to bury? I don't think I really need armor in this scenario. So maybe I'll bury this armor. 75% chance. I mean, I want to keep the sage so that I can actually close it for real when the time comes. Yeah, I'm going to just take 75% chance. This one wasn't that critical to keep out, so it was okay. So why am I fighting? Oh, right. I'm fighting a stone giant because the villain is whatever. So I'm going to evade it, although this has fucked me up before. And let's draw a card. Ooh, Disintegrate will be nice to use against the villain. Flask of I'm going to hang on to the Flask of Force. I don't think I need to use it right now, actually. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, God. These villains are a little bit buggy. So I'm gonna have to go to the main menu and come back in and see what happens. If I buggedly have to fight the stone giant again, I can take it on. Alright, so I recharge invisibility. That's an interesting place to take me back to. Okay, wow, it's just fucked. There's a progression break here. I guess the only thing I can try is to go to the settings. I know, or sorry, the collection. I know sometimes if you go to the collection and come back out, that can fix things. But God, this scenario is so bugged. What if I don't? What if I don't make it? I can't. Well, I can't change it. Oh look, I failed to make the. I rolled a 1 on my d12. All right, so it's discarded now. Does that mean I get to keep playing? Nope. Alrighty, we're forfeiting because it's busted ass broken. That was a waste of 8 minutes of your life, and I apologize. But what I'm going to do, I guess, is... No, you already see this because it's already been posted. I'm going to make this an off-camera video so that people who don't want to see something really boring don't have to waste their time on it. This, I guess, is better than a Flask of Shock, isn't it? This is buried. Whereas this is discarded. Yeah. Although I actually like this. This is anywhere. These flasks are only at your current location, but I think it is a slight upgrade. That's all I picked up. So yup. Zippity doo dah. God. You know, actually, I remember now when this first came out. I remember back when I was like playing this on the iPad. This was also a bugged scenario then. I guess Obsidian never entirely. I don't want to say they never got around to fixing it. Oh, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, gee. Oh my God. Oh, gee. Yeah, fuck it. No, not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I don't want to have an extra barrier at each location. And everybody has to fight a henchman whenever any monster isn't. It says even encountered. It doesn't even say defeated. The other ones at least had the decency to be on defeat. This is, I believe if I remember right, it said when it's encountered. So, yeah. Oh, God. It's just, you know what I hate? That I almost won it the very first time I played it. That's what I hate the most. If I just rolled a bit better or played my cards in the different order, saving the uh, fire card for the guy that was lightning immune and stopped me from playing my flask of fire, like storm or whatever the fuck. If I had just beaten that, then like hours of my life I would have had. Hours of my life. Not having to do this shit again. I mean, I guess I could just beat it on an easier difficulty, but, you know, at this point, might as well get through it. So, what do we have this time? Night approaches. Well, this is a terrible one, but this one's a blank, so we'll try it. I mean, you have to fail to pick up 5 boons in order for it to be as bad as the, as bad as the just straight up 5 fewer blessings thing. So, yeah. Okay, I guess one thing I've seen happen both times causing bugs is Ezrin using invisibility to dodge the monster triggered by the villain, so maybe that's the problem. And we got a bunyip, which is whatever. It's annoying, but on the other hand, you know, finding boons isn't that great either. I'd rather... Well, no, I would have rather found a boon on top and scattered it to the bottom of the deck. So this is annoying, but there's not that many monsters in here, so I'm hoping that now I can start scouting away some boons. Yep. What is that actually? Just out of curiosity, fortitude or melee? That's reveal. Interesting. Oh, it's non-combat. Oh, well, that's terrible. Okay. Great. Mary's up. Disjunction. Oh, for fuck's sake, this shit. This shit. Alright, so that kind of sucks, because it means that my, weapons are all gonna go away, because all my weapons are magic. But I will use Shalelu, because I can at least see what's coming before I have to decide. It's a villain. Okay, well, there's no point doing this now, is there, really? I mean... Yeah, I might as well just wait until I get a weapon. I don't think I'm going to wait until I close 2 locations, but I might as well wait until I have a weapon to kill him with. There he is. Okay. Augury again. Alright, well, we get 1 free exploration, and we see that there's a pretty annoying, or a pretty mediocre spell, and not the end of the world sort of trap. The pit trap's a little bit expensive to get past, but at least it, gives you an extra explore when you do invest the resources in it. Okay. There's the pit trap right off the bat. So, unfortunately, stealth does not work to dodge pit traps. I need to actually defeat this thing. Anybody got a wisdom blessing for me here? Nope. That's actually Yabba Dabba Doo. Alright. So that's 2 against traps. 99% should do it. And we get a free explore. And it's a henchman. Well, I do like finding the henchman. Because the more locations that you close, the more likely it is that you can start popping off the villains once you encounter them. I do need to make this check. I don't want to be punching this thing with my face. I think it's actually going to cost me fewer resources to make this check, so I can hang on to my spell, than it is to try to, like, punch this thing to death. Alright, let's do a lightning bolt. That's already 98%, and I think it should be up to 99 if I add a +2. Great. Oh yeah, I am getting a +1 on all my combat checks, so you know, there's that. And what do I got? I got a hand size of 8, so I'm already at the hand size. Yeah, I'll just recharge the Pyromaniac Mage just to get it out of my hand. That way I can keep drawing cards, and actually, what would I even draw that's useful? Why am I doing that? There's... What? That was a bug. Well, I have to do it now, because I drew a card. So I got 7 cards. Who knows? Maybe there will be something. Oh, this isn't a guarantee. Oh, it is. Oh, thank God. Well, that was a little bit silly. I should not have done that. I should definitely have saved that, so I don't have to spend resources on it. So we closed 1 location. Once you close 2 locations, you can, in theory, start killing the villains as soon as you find them. Of course, it's very expensive because the closing checks are so difficult, but it's good to know. I actually don't want to get rid of my Wand of Enervation. I will, however, scry. This place I want to close as soon as possible because burying your hand to close locations is a pain. So it'd be nice to find the henchman here. There's the henchman right on top. Okay, so that means that Harsk wants to shoot away all of his arrows. And then use his weapon to kill the thing. He's got the Deathbane like crossbow. Well, I mean, he's gonna have to bury this. He's gonna have to bury this thing to do it. But that's not the end of the world. So yeah, the only problem is he's got a big hand size, and it's gonna be a little bit tricky for him. He can use the Eagle at will, and he can use the Arrow Ranger on his check. So he needs to recharge 5 cards basically in the next 2 turns, which is a bit annoying. I don't think that's necessarily likely to happen. And there's a villain. Alright, so I'm not going to fight this villain here. The reason is that Harsk is about to permanently close his location. And yeah, then that's just like 1 fewer check I have to make. So, unlike in the last time when none of the locations were closed, this time I've already closed 1 and I'm about to close another. So I feel like I'm okay. I mean, the only problem with this plan is that if Kira doesn't find any monsters, then Harsk is not going to be able to do his thing. He's not going to be able to close the location. Actually, let's do this, shall we? Yeah, let's do this. That will ensure that I find a monster. And well, the main issue, of course, is that if I fight only 1 monster, Harsk only gets to shoot 1 arrow. I could do something a little bit wacky. I can actually, like, fight the boar first and give Harsk a chance to shoot 1 extra arrow at the expense of 1 of Kira's blessings. It's, I think, better, actually, because Harsk's cards are buried when he closes his location, but Kira's are not buried. Kira's cards are discarded. So we'll do this. We'll do it like that. And then I will get my extra exploration of the day by spending a blessing afterwards. Alright, so this is wisdom, which doesn't matter. It's only for the boar itself. I made it anyway. This is only for the boar itself, though, so it didn't actually matter. Wow, I actually guaranteed to succeed. Alright, but I'm still going to have to remember to shoot an arrow. What cards do I least care about being buried? Well, definitely the crown, because Harsk is not going to be using that. So definitely do not care about the crown. So that's one I can bury. I could actually shoot the crossbow, but then I'll have to punch the henchman to death, so I don't think that's worth it. So this gets shot and then buried. This gets recharged. This I can at least discard before I go, so it's not buried. So yeah, the main things are these 2 blessings. Obviously the eagle can go back on top at will, so I'll have to spend a blessing, which is fine, because I might have wanted to spend a blessing anyways. Alright, so we're going to do this to go again, fighting the henchman. And he's undead, which is convenient. But let's make sure that we keep our priorities straight. Let's recharge the Blessing of Lemesh too. I want to use this later to bury it to add 2 dice against the really difficult villain checks. I don't think I want to bury it right now. And she could actually potentially make this a divine check. D8 plus 10 obviously a lot better than D10 plus 6, but the Blessing of the Gods is actually going to give her 2 wisdom dice, so maybe that's even better? No, it can't be better, can it? Let's take a look. 87. Nah, no, that's stupid. So, okay, we're going to recharge the Blessing of Lemesh because I don't want to lose it. I will reveal my best weapon, which is this Warhammer. Yeah, 99%. Okay. And then I'm going to spend this blessing just so it is discarded rather than buried. It should not be giving me 2 dice, I don't think. But whatever. So, okay. I'm going to be burying the crown and uselessly discarding the spyglass is what's going to happen. Oh, I was foolish. I should have saved the blessing of Harsk's Blessing of the Gods to use on this closing check. That was a bit of a silly mistake. I guess as it is, we're going to just use this improved guidance. Wait, let me take a look. Does anybody have a Blessing of... Aha, there it is. It matches the top, so it's recharged. There. So I can hang on to guidance, because guidance is a really good card in this scenario. Improved guidance, that is. It, you know, this is so good because it lets you just help close any of those difficult checks. I actually have an item in my discard, really? Oh yeah, it's that amulet. That's actually really great. That'll give me some more scouting. That is a very good treasure card. That was not in the original game, and it makes a pretty big difference. Okay, so Harsk is up. First things first, let's pop the eagle so it doesn't get buried. We'll look at the top of, I suppose, the only place that matters is Amiri's. Oh, right, I already knew what it was, because it's the villain. Right, so I actually got 2 villains ready to go. Pop the spyglass uselessly. Frost Ray is not good, so it's not worth going after it. Now we'll fight this thing. Oh, shit, this thing. I really need to make that. I kind of planned all around it. Crap. It's a bit of a tough order there. A bit of a tougher duffer. Should I use improved guidance here? Let's use improved guidance here. Wait, does this actually give me 2 dice by any chance? Has the fire? No. Okay, so we'll do this. And I guess I'll recharge your other blessing. 84, not quite good enough. Crap. Oh, man, I forgot about this. Harsk needed to save a blessing for himself to make this dumb thing. I mean, I could just hope I get a weapon, but if I don't get a weapon, I'm stuck punching this thing to death. Well, I've got strength and a wand. You know what? I've got a wand of enervation. Let's get your blessing back and your guidance back. All right, so yeah, we'll do this. We'll fail it. I might get a weapon. I got an eagle. Right. Oh, God. Of course I'm not going to get a weapon. I'm going to get the eagle because I put the eagle on top of my deck. Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, so I'm going to bury the eagle, which is, I guess, not the end of the world, really. There's some strength. I think this is the... Oh, wait. This is the time for the Wand of Enervation. So with it, the Wand of Enervation is still bugged, where it undoes everything you've ever done up to that point. Now... Oh, strength still stays out. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's see what happens if I pop in this Orb of Ice. 89. Crap. All right, we'll use Incendiary Cloud. That recharges. 99. Okay, so we defeat the thing. We recharge the thing. Even on a 1. Harsk now buries the eagle. But the eagle's, I don't know, it hasn't been that great for me. I'm not that concerned about it. So there's 2 villains sitting on top of their respective locations. The main problem really is that there is a 3rd villain. So what I'm talking about here, actually, let's look at the map so I can actually use visual illustrations here. So the more places that you permanently close, the fewer times that you have to make annoying closing checks. Which is significant in this scenario because the checks are so difficult to close. But the problem is that... Oh, Jesus, can we just do this, please? Alright, so another wasted scouting opportunity. Alright. The problem is that I have a villain there. It's it's Ordicon. And then I have a villain here, which is Jordamandus. So then there's still Azavan in one of these 3 locations. If I find him, if I bump into him, and Amiri and Sioni have gone off gallivanting to try to close other locations, then these places are going to get shuffled, and that is going to be very bad for my interests. So that's what sucks. If I could find the 3rd villain, then it would absolutely be correct to just permanently close as many locations as I can, so that I'm only temp closing the ones that have the villains in them. Now, this is actually pretty decent setup. Amiri is good at the survival checks, and Sioni auto-succeed at this charisma check, so I can close these places. It's just an annoying thing that, yeah, I might stumble into the other villain. One thing I could do is I could hedge my bets. I could actually have Sioni sit here while Amiri takes on this villain. So this is one case where the turn order actually works in my favor. And then I can just have this villain get shuffled in, and I'm going to have Sela close this. I'm going to have the villain shuffled into one of these places. And since I'm willing to spend an infinite number of gold on charms, I actually don't really care about the difficulty checks of the villains. So yeah, why don't we do it like that? So yeah, I guess that means that Sela's going to sit tight and fight the zombie giant. 92 with a reroll is pretty good, but Harsk has stuff he can shoot, like non-combat acrobatics check, I think, is fine to get rid of. And we'll just stop. I think I'm doing actually pretty well on time. And I want this stuff to go to the bottom because, remember, we do have Night Approaches currently active. So I guess Amiri's fighting the villain. That's what we've decided. What is this? Arcane or Knowledge. Acquire a spell. Alright, well, that's not going to help me, but let's just do this. This is actually the one thing that the Crown of Charisma can be used for, to make that diplomacy check automatically. But we'll just fight the random monster and fight Jordan Mandus himself. So there's a couple things that have to happen here. So Sione definitely needs to close this place, and she auto-succeeds. And then Sela needs to close her place, which actually are the only two places that have a thing out. So, okay, that wasn't that significant. Alright, I do need to make this check, though. I don't want to get rid of any of my things. So how do I want to do it? I'm going to actually do it like this, maybe? I don't want to spend my Blessing of Gazra on this. Why do I have so few blessings? Jesus. Oh, no, she has a bunch of blessings. Right. So why don't we do it like that? Why don't we just spend one of our own blessings for 98% odds? And then to fight the villain is going to be a bit of a pain. So first she has to fight a... Actually, those are the only places I could close. Everybody else was at a closed location. So there's a Faceless Stalker, which is not the end of the world. It's only the difficulty to defeat it, so it doesn't affect anything else. So we'll just roll it. And fail, which is fine. Now let's do my weapon here. Harsk can, I think, shoot a Ring of Protection, which is not that useful in this scenario. Now I want the combat check, not the diplomacy check. Thanks very much. Let's do a longsword. Let's pop the tiger here. Harsk can shoot away this dagger that I don't need. 82%, huh? It's not quite as good as I would like. Does this work? This is for the fire trait. We don't have the fire trait, so I guess we'll just use a charisma blessing, which is not that useful here. 97% with no reroll. I got a healing poultice. I'm going to use a blessing. Oh, I see. It made it an arcane check. Right. Okay. That's 62%? Okay. Oh, right. It undid my longsword for some reason, and my tiger. Okay. Did it undo Harsk's arrow? It did. It totally did. Okay. There we go. 99% is more like it. So he's going to go into one of two locations. So he's going to be doubled up with the... He's potentially going to be doubled up with the villain. That's the not ideal situation. The ideal is if he gets in a location with a henchman and I find a henchman first. There's only 1 in 4 chances of that happening. I gotta mention, the villains and henchmen were really good at being on top of their location decks in this run. So that's good. I would say that I'm lucky, but I've been so fucked over in this scenario. I don't think I can really say that I'm lucky per se, but... Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening here. Kira's currently stranded, so I need to just stay where I am and pull Kira over to me so she doesn't waste her next turn. Okay. Ezrin's up. He doesn't have much to do except go here. He sucks at closing this place, though. So that's not great, but I do have invisibility. In case I do find the villain, I can always cast invisibility and leave him in this place. Death Web, the web that eats. I think we can take the damage. Okay, I'll use a medallion because the medallion's not that useful in this scenario. There's no... Oh, I forgot to reveal my robe. That would have been nice. I'll save Disintegrate in case I find a villain at some point. Why is it not letting me reveal my robe of runes now? Now that I've remembered it, why can I not reveal this? This is a... Combat Arcane check. Yes. Well, whatever. 97%, 97%. Alright, we'll get rid of this tunic. I don't need it. Okay, now it's letting me. Only relevant spell I can think of is a haste or augury is actually also relevant. It would have been nice to start the turn with it, of course, because then I could have put Death Web on the bottom. But it's better late than never. And I still have a chance of finding the henchman or villain this way, so I can't really complain. I'm not going to monkey because I don't want to run into the henchman or villain. Well, actually, the villain would... Yeah, the villain wouldn't be the greatest thing to run into, because I don't have all the places, and I don't have... There's one open location, so I wouldn't be able to corner him. Okay, I guess I'm still going to look for spells, because haste would be potentially relevant. Okay. I'll cast haste, why not? I mean, you know what, I should really follow my own logic. I have invisibility. If I run into the henchman or villain, I can cast it. So I should probably just keep on going. And there's a satyr, which is not the best. Not the best. We're looking at an acrobatics check here. It's not a combat check. And Ezrin's dexterity is a 4. Oh boy. Well, I can just invisibility out of here, I guess. It's probably better than spending blessings on this. I don't have that many blessings out. So it sucks, though, because now I really don't want to explore this place again with a monkey or haste, because I know that there is definitely the henchman or villain that started here that I don't want to run into. And there is potentially an additional villain that I don't want to run into. And there's the satyr that I don't want to run into, because now I've used up my invisibility, so I am kind of stuck. So I'm done. Should I teleport away? This is just a bad location for Ezrin to explore at this point, honestly. The problem is that, who is going to explore this? Sela is doing her thing here, and Harsk can go here, but everyone else is going into one place, so it's imbalanced if I have Ezrin go away. Kind of a problem. I guess Ezrin's going to stay here and hope to get his Medusa mask? Yeah, okay, there it is. Got the Medusa mask. Perfect. Alright, she can't actually do anything because nobody managed to make it here. I could have actually had Amiri go here to be ready to close it. I could have her go here herself and get an exploration in. There's a risk of finding the henchman or villain, but I'll take that risk. And just hopefully that will not happen. Yep, it's an Elder Earth Elemental. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's serious. 99% will get the job done, though. And I am not going to press my luck, discarding the Troubadour to explode. Oh, right. Wait, that's actually a bug. Okay, so this place's abilities, you have to recharge a card whenever you succeed at a check. Oh, no, that's not a bug. I'm sorry, that's not wrong. No, that's actually correct. I was going to say her ability. Where's her ability? Yeah, you automatically succeed at your check. Okay, so yeah, whenever she recharges cards here, it does cause her to have to recharge a card from that scenario rule. Alright, wow. I'm actually doing pretty well. Like, I'm not even missing that many cards. Alright, well anyway, Kira's up, so there's not much for her to do, except, I guess, go over here. So now... Well, I am not exactly ready to close this place yet because it's Ezrin, but Harsk will move over there and he can do that fortitude check. So kind of Kira's in the same position as Sione was, as long as she doesn't find the villain or henchman. That's good. Fire Cleric to your divine check. That's a very interesting card, but I don't really do that many combat divine checks, so I don't care that much about losing it, other than, of course, that I lost a turn, but I should be okay on time. I really should be. Okay, this is a good moment. Now, Harsk is up, and he can go over here. And I guess I should use a Revelation Quill. What place is more valuable to revelate? Well, if I revelate this place, I'll know if I can go right now. But Harsk has Scouting. So I actually would rather do this place. This affects more characters to know what the hell is here. Alright, so this is interesting. Lots of boons, which means lots of potential lost turns. Also, no... What's her face? No henchman or villain. So what I'm going to do is think very carefully. Amiri's coming here next. What can she do? Can she get this? Constitution, Fortitude. I just want to make sure I pick up these boons. That's definitely not happening. And this is Dexterity range, so no one can really do this except for Sione. So there's a couple different ways I can go about it. I can do something like this. Auto-acquire the blessing, encounter this thing, pick it up, and then cast Scrying here to put this monster to the bottom of the deck and just shuffle away these two cards. Or I can do it like this, so that when I scry here, it's more likely to find the henchman or villain. I do lose a couple of blessings, potentially, either from the top of the deck or spending blessings to pick this shit up so that I don't lose a blessing from the top, but yeah, it's probably better. I think in the long run, that's going to save me more time. Okay, so Harsk, before exploring, Sioni should really scry this place so that Harsk can know if it's safe. Well, there's the villain. Okay, so now this is the only villain I had not found yet. So I'm gonna leave him on top. Harsk is not gonna go now because we're not ready to close. I have to recharge a card so I can get rid of the Sahedron Medallion, I guess. All right, so we're done here. No need to scout as I know what it is. Oh, good thing I saved that Crown of Charisma. Okay, so Sela here can do a little bit of maneuvering. If she finds the villain, can she find... No, she can't find the villain here. I've already accounted for all the villains. All she can find is the henchman, and that would actually be a good thing, because it would stop me from having to make temporary closings on this place. I flipped a card there, even though I hate this weapon with a Fiery Vengeance, because I wanted to make sure I did not fail to pick it up. I'm actually going to just get rid of it, I think. So yeah, she got some good scouting done with her ability this time. This thing is so garbage. Oh, God. I mean... Yeah, I don't need it. I don't need this many weapons. I don't need this armor. Yeah, I need to just get rid of some stuff and draw into more blessings. Okay, so Miri's up. Same situation. If I find the villain, it would... Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to find the villain because we've did our revelation. Well, yeah, so we're definitely going to go here. This is perfect. So I'm going to do this, pick it up. Then I guess I can just use Shalelu to go again. Let's go ahead and encounter that. I definitely want to make this check. 94%. Alright, that'll have to do. It's better than spending a blessing. I gotta recharge a card. Well, I don't need both of these things. And does this thing help me at all? Oh, it's just armor. Alright. Do I keep going with a blessing? To draw a card from your discard. So I could go again, basically, by using this ally. Yeah, why don't we... Well, I should save this. This can help on my combat. So can blessings. Alright, so let's do this. Let's get this back. Let's take a look. What the hell did I even leave here? You know what? No. I don't want that. I want Kira to explore that. She can actually pick it up. Now, do I want to use my movement power? Well, yes, it's actually kind of critical that I do, now that I think about it. I want to go here and drag Sioni over to close this place. And that way, Ezrin should be able to fight the villain, right? Because Sela can close that, and Kira with some difficulty can close that, and Sioni guarantees a closing her place. So, yeah, we got to make this happen. Okay. I will be discarding some cards from the top of my deck, but that's not the end of the world. So, let's see if we can avoid any location closing bugs. Let's start with the easy one here. Sioni automatically succeeds there. She's got some blessings, which is nice. Sela is the next easiest. Can flip a card. I can actually reveal this for perception, but it's going to change my dice to d4s, which is not good. What is this? Melee or fortitude, which is not the most helpful thing, unfortunately. Anybody got some wisdoms? Wisdoms? Anybody got some wisdoms? Nope. Do you at least have a... No, you don't. Alright. Well, crud. So 69 is not going to cut it. I have to spend another blessing. I guess you're spending one. 93 is not going to cut it. This absolutely has to close. And that was a lot of blessings spent. But some of them were recharged. Now, Kira... still don't have any wisdoms. So, I guess this is the time to use this preciously saved Blessing of Gazra. And you can recharge your Iomade. 97, really? Okay, I guess you're recharging your other Iomade as well. And we'll recharge the armor. Okay, nice that these blessings are all getting recharged. Alright, so now we're done closing. And I guess I'm going to fight this guy. It'd be kind of silly not to. We're going to flip 1d4 plus 1 cards from my deck, which is fine. I'd rather lose them from the deck than from my hand. And I only lost the minimum, which is great. Okay, so it's time to do some disintegration. I don't know why it was not letting me reveal this robe. To your intelligence check. This is my arcane, which works off of my intelligence. That's definitely a bug. Harsk is in the same location, so he cannot shoot arrows. Uh-oh. Well, I guess this is the time for the Pharasma. And I don't have fire here, so this doesn't do me any good. I guess you'll just spend a regular old blessing. 98's just gonna have to get the job done, you guys. It's just gonna have to. Alright, so he should be dead unless the other villain was in there, which, is that possible? Oh my god, I'm an idiot! Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. There's no bug. There's no bug. It's the Festering Maze of Sloth. You can only play 1 card per check, no matter what the type of card is. Right. Right. Please don't have the villain in here. God damn it, the villain's in there. Okay, so that's where the villain went, so we're gonna have to fight him again. But the other villain was defeated. So there's a villain there, and there's a villain there. So I want to close these locations now. I want to pile drive them and close them so I do not have to make those temporary checks. Oh god, I just pressed the X and it fucked everything up. Oh god, please don't tell me this is a progression break. Oh my god, I can't even press escape. Whose turn was it? It was Ezrin's turn. Shit, are you serious? This is actually really bad. I can't even press escape. Oh my god, whew. I had to click on the location for some fucking reason. Okay. Right then. Oh, right, this is letting us move. That's what it's doing. Well, I don't want to move, so fuck you. Alright, stride. Do I want to stride anybody? Well, Sela's fine where she is. Harsk. I don't want Harsk doing the villain. Yeah, maybe I should actually teleport Harsk over here so he can pile drive this spot. His wisdom is... He's got a perception skill. He's actually fine at it. And then this place, I mean... Sela's got some scouting to do... Well, let's think about this, because there's more people here. There's more people there. But it's also got more cards. Sela can spend a... She's got even the spyglass. Yeah, I think it actually makes more sense to do teleporting right now on Harsk over here. I could have strode him over, I guess. But... you know what? Maybe I should have done striding. That could have actually been smarter, perhaps. Because if I had stridden, then I could have used teleport on Ezrin later. Well, anyway. What's done is done. So, we're done here. Sione's up. Now, this guy... Can I fight him? No, I'm going to be fighting him last. But now I know that it is safe to just keep exploring. Her wisdom is a D8. She can close this place with a little bit of help. Also, she doesn't need to close it, right? What am I talking about? This is just dumb, stupid shit. I'd rather have Kira getting this, but I think with 13 blessings, I actually can just let these go. I think I can. I think I can just lose the blessings, because I only have to do 2 more checks. Yeah, so we should be fine. Yeah, I think we're good. So I'm going to go again. Dexterity. Wait, didn't somebody have a Yabba Dabba Doo? Yeah, because this is recharging, I will use it just to conserve my resources. And I will get rid of... Actually, I don't need Father Xanthus. I'm really healthy right now. I'm going to pitch this dagger because it's garbage. Okay. Scrying is actually a nice pickup. I want to use that on this place. Actually, I'm going to use it... Well, let me think about this. Do I want to use it? I want to use it after this monster. Because I can kill this monster pretty easily. It's not a particularly difficult thing to kill. So I might as well just kill this asshole. Harsk is at the same location, so he cannot help. 93% is a little on the low end, honestly. I don't want to spend blessings. I really wish Harsk wasn't here. Oh, that's so awkward. What is this thing? This is Desna, of course it is. Alright, Kira, spend a blessing. She's gonna heal one of these cards. It would just suck if it was the weapon rather than the blessing. But that's fine. Does Sione need any curing? She's actually got a lot of blessings, so yeah, I don't want to get rid of curing. I don't need this weapon, though. What did I get back? I got back the weapon. Alright, well, I guess we're doing major cure on Sione. Try to get some of those blessings back into her deck. Ooh, nice, getting all of them. And I suppose it is nice that I am getting it done. Alright, so do I want to... What would happen if I encountered a henchman? Would that be bad? No, it wouldn't really be that bad. So I'm going to just do this. There's a 75% chance I blow up a boon, so I don't have to deal with night approaches. And now Sione can augur, I guess. And find the henchman. Okay. So now that that's happened, I can actually cast Scrying here and find the henchman or villain without Sela having to do anything, and I really might as well because there's no reason not to. So let's do that. Alright, so it was at the bottom of the deck, conveniently. So I actually saved myself like an extra turn by Sela not having to encounter one of those boons. Because what would have happened is she would have scouted one away and then encountered the other one and probably failed to pick it up. Okay. It's weird that it's not making me recharge cards, because it's not even though it's not Sione's turn, she should still be having to recharge cards from this location power. Bit of a bug there. Ooh, not many blessings, unfortunately. Harsk is up. Does he want to do this? Well, let me think about that. He isn't the best at killing the henchman. He's not the best at preventing his hand from getting recharged. I'd rather have it be Kira, honestly, because... Wait, isn't it Kira's turn? Why is it Harsk's turn? Oh, Kira's just had her turn. Right. Okay, so Harsk is not the best at avoiding that check, and he's also not the best at punching things. Kira at least has, like, a innate punching ability. But we are kind of running low on time. How many blessings do I have? I got a couple. Could be better. There's a wisdom blessing there. Azarin can't help for shit. Let me think about... Oh, no. Sela had the coal. She could have actually found the henchman. Never mind. Anyway, the point is, does Harsk want to do this? If Harsk does it now, I think it just makes it a lot easier, so we'll just spend the blessings to do this now and just call it a fucking day. So, we're definitely going to spend whoever had the wisdom blessing. 89%. I guess we're spending one more blessing. 98 is just going to have to get it done. I haven't had any ridiculously unlucky rolls here, which I'm quite happy about. Don't need this thing. Alright, so there's the combat check. Let's reveal the tunic for that extra +1. I guess now's the time to spend a combat blessing. Alright, so this guy dies, and I have to recharge a useless card. Now I have to spend more blessings to close this place, but I do have a perception skill, so it's a little bit easier. I am really fucking out of blessings, though. Jesus, 89%. Alright. So I'm completely out of blessings, which means if I'm going to be fighting any villains, it needs to, if I'm gonna fight villains, it's gonna have to be without any help from blessings. You may add all your buried cards to your hand. Oh yeah! These are totally useless. That's the most useless I've ever seen that be. That was hysterical. Okay, I mean, I guess I could Revelation Quill there to see if there's some spell, but I honestly just want this to be over, and I don't give a shit. So, on her turn, Sela is gonna close this, which means that Harsk needs to actually get rid of this eagle and this quill, funnily enough, because I want to get blessings. I got 2 blessings. That's not as good as I could have hoped for. Alright. Why can I not cast... Oh, wow, this will not let you cast it if there's no one else to target. Interesting. So, yeah, let's just do it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip a card, but I'm not going to spend any blessings to do this, because I only have 2 blessings across my entire party. I made it! If I failed it, there was still a chance I would have gotten a weapon, and even if I had to fight it with my fists, there's a decent chance of that, because I do have some things like the Orb of Storms that help in combat, but can't be used for closing. Also, like, Harsk can obviously shoot his arrows, which is good. Let me actually... should I shoot one of these bows? Yeah, let's... well, what is the villain that's left? Is it the guy who's immune to lightning? No, it's the guy who has a chance to fail. But then again, I kind of want repetitive effects against him. Okay, so yeah. I don't want to do strength. What is Sunburst? Ah, decrease the difficulty of any combat check by 3. How interesting. Seala's the one doing this. Wait, have I not even played a weapon yet? Is that really... oh my god, I forgot to reveal a weapon. Alright, well that solves the problem. Okay, so now that that's done... yeah, see, she could have bare-fisted him if need be. Like, we were almost there, just bare-fisting him. Okay, so now we gotta make this check, which is pretty important. And for this, there's no two ways about it. Aha. We're a little bit shy of the resources needed. This is the time to use some fucking charms. What is this? 1 die to a check, 2, or 1d4. Well, I'm currently adding a d8, so let's use one of the big ones. 93. And let's add it just a +2. Can I use another one? I can't use another one. I can only use one of each type per check. Alright, well, let's use one of each. Close this fucking place. And I didn't really need it, but... well, I might have needed it. I don't know. I can exchange cards of the same type. Well, that's garbage. And no thanks, but no thanks. Okay, so everything's permanently closed. We just need to make the checks to defeat the villains now. And for once in my life, the turn order actually is in my favor, because what happens here is that Amiri can actually drag Sione over. Let me actually do some discarding to try to get more resources, because I don't need the, well, do I need a weapon? I might need a weapon, I guess. We'll get rid of Shalelu, because I don't need her anymore, that's for sure. Get some more badly needed blessings. Now, Ezrin is going to fight this villain. Uh-oh. He has a lightning bolt. Shit, is this the guy who's fucking immune to lightning? God damn it. Well, I guess I can cast Augury and take a look. So, no, that's the guy with 2 things. Well, the problem is that I've run into bugs evading monsters on this check. Please give me another combat spell. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Shit, this is bad. I have run into problems evading monsters on this check against this villain in particular. So I don't really want to do that. Yeah, it has to be the person encountering him. Is Scylla going to get a turn 6, 5, 4, 3? I'm going to have Scylla do it. But the problem if I have Scylla do it is that means that I can't get this guy right now. So it's going to be, let's take a quick count here. 6, 5, 4, 3. She does it. And then Amiri can fight the villain and be okay. That's what it's going to have to be. I just don't want to risk these bugs. Wait, I have the Robe of Runes! Do I have a combat spell here? I do! Oh, yes! Okay, that's the ticket. Alright. This is, I think, the safest way I can possibly do it. So we're going to do this. Jordamandus! And we're going to close that place. Guaranteed. And that's it. I'm going to encounter him. What is this shit? Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I guess I might as well do it. It's not like that guy can help me. I'm not going to spend any more resources. I can take the damage. I only have 2 things, and I don't need all my cards. Okay, I failed. So I take 2 damage, so I can lose my monkey and my mask. I can't use lightning bolts. Oh, Jesus. It's immune to electricity. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, this guy is thankfully not immune to electricity, or that would have been a really challenging situation. I would have been most displeased. I mean, I guess I would have had to use the Medusa mask. But, you know, it's buggy when evading the monsters spewed forth by Jordamandus. At least it's what I hope. I hope it's not just that in general Jordamandus is bugged. That could also be the situation. I'm still not even 100% confident that I'm going to beat this scenario simply because it's been so buggy. Combat or arcane, please. Thank you very much. Lightning bolt. Oh, geez, that is low. Oh my god, that's low. Is it really this low? Holy shit on a stick. Well, we've really gotta take care of business. Oh, that was convenient. Okay, cool. So I guess we'll just add a little D4 on there. You've got to be kidding me. That was 99% odds. Oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously? Oh my god. It definitely said 99%, and it definitely rolled a 28. Alright then! Things get a little interesting. I mean, the good news is that he stays put. He was the only card in his deck, and Sela can come over. We can still do plan B, you know. Plan B, yeah, we can still do it, because Sela can come over, and yada, yada, yada. He's still right there. He's the only card in the location. Sela comes over, kills him, and then Amiri fights the villain is what it's going to have to be. Oh, we got an Orb of Ice, which is convenient. Okay. So Amiri's up. No, sorry, Sione's up. She can't do the villain yet. I don't want to do Necklace of Fireballs on him, so I guess I will recharge the Necklace of Fireballs. And just end my turn. I don't need 2 combats. Well, yeah, she's not the one fighting him, so this doesn't actually make any sense. I want to get, like, Incendiary Cloud and stuff. There it is. Perfect. And a Wand of Enervation. How nice. Alright. So Kira's up. She can't fight because this place is not able to be closed. Is there any point in gathering up? Might as well. I don't think there's any harm to it, so sure. And then we're going to get rid of this, which makes no difference. Strength will help Amiri. My weapons are not helpful. I want blessings. And then Sunburst can be used as a buff spell. Got a couple more blessings. Okay, good. Harsk is up. He's just going to stay put because he wants to be in a different location from everybody. I'm going to get rid of that because it doesn't help. And get very close to dying without quite doing it. Alright, so this now has to work. This has to work, because otherwise I will lose again. Let's cast Mass Cure, I suppose, because Ezrin could use some healing. And Sela herself could use a little bit of healing, too. Wow, I've gotten some good cures. It's like after the entire scenario, or after the entire career of Pathfinder Adventures, I now all of a sudden roll nothing but 4s on my heal cards. I don't really need this Troubadour, so whatever. Okay then, here we go. Jordamandus. You're the man. Dus. You're the man. Alright, so this is an auto succeed, which is super handy. Notice how nice it is when the villain is in here. It means you don't have to make all these really difficult checks over and over. I mean, that literally makes the difference. I would be totally screwed if I kept having to make those damn checks. Alright, we need the acid or fire trait on this. I don't want to... Okay, so the correct decision here is just to not care whether he's defeated or undefeated. But there's been some, dare I say, buggery for undefeated monsters. So... Oh, shit. I can't use Poog because of this thing. You can play no more than one card. Alright, well, we're going to have to use Poog then. That's going to have to be my top priority, is making sure this thing is defeated. I don't want to use Incendiary Cloud because I want to use that for the villain that I might need to reroll against. You see. So, 99% without any help. God. So we got the fire trait is defeated. Do I want to do diplomacy? Let me think about that. Diplomacy 14, but I remember I tested this. It is harder. It does take the added difficulty. So I am not going to tempt fate. Let's discard the weapon. Let's shoot an arrow. 77%. I want the repetitive items on the villain that I might have to reroll against. Okay, so I guess the right call is to use the Wand of Enervation on this guy. That way, I can save all my repetitive items for the other boss. 99%? Okay, there we go. That's how we do 99%. Oh man, I mean, I was lucky, and I also cheated. I did use scroll, a charm, and a whatever the fuck the other thing was called to make that one closing check, which may or may not have actually changed anything. Do I want to move away? That's what's happening here. It's letting me move away. I really don't care. I'm just gonna stay put and just not not use any of the mechanics. Just stay right the fuck there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and recharge away this magic spyglass because I don't need it. And this is it for all the marbles. Let's go. Let's go, Orticon. Now, this one is very important to defeat because that location is full. So this is the time where it absolutely has to happen. Every other place is completely closed. I don't need any temporary checks. It's just all there. All right, let's go ahead and do the Great Club, Florp. Let's bury a trident. And then if I have to reroll this, I'm going to use the Impaler without discarding it. All right. Harsk shoots an arrow. And a bow. And then most crucially, we get all these repetitive effects. We get the Orb of Storms, the Incendiary Cloud, the Orb of Ice. Okay. I guess we'll do that as well. All right. Now, is it gonna roll a 1 or a 2? He's not. Did I actually win? Did this actually happen? Did it finally fucking happen? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes! It happened! Oh, thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. Finally, I am done paying for my mistake. Now, first time I played it where I almost won and didn't. This scenario in terms of rewards has always been a little lackluster. These items are like kind of okay, but sort of underwhelming. Like you really want to use them, but you can't. This is just crap. It's just not good. I've tried it. It's basically a long-winded way of evading a monster. This thing is this okay? No, this thing's actually good. This thing's good. It's ridiculous. It's also very good in the final scenario of the entire adventure because getting to discard a spell and decrease a combat check by your arcane skill. So like in Ezrin's case, yeah, D12 plus 5, or in Sione's case, I'll probably give it to Ezrin just because he has more spells to discard. It's kind of a big deal. Like, that can make a huge difference. So that one is good, but this summon monster thing is crap. And then this thing is like, who's gonna use this? Actually, wait a minute. You know what? Maybe this is the time to use it. Kira could use it. She can turn her cure spells into like a weapon. And then she can reveal it to add 2 to Ezrin's intelligence checks. It's probably not worth an item slot, honestly, but maybe I'll keep it just for fun. Got some really good obsidian loot. By obsidian, I mean extra cards that you don't normally get in the regular game. Sacred Killer, what do we got here? This is not that good. This is Poison Trait, which is a liability sometimes. Right, you have an extra blessing, and Amiri and Sila is missing a blessing. How did that even happen? I honestly don't know how that happened. Okay, what is your extra spell here? What did you pick up that you don't want to have? Oh, summon monster, right. Okay, so that's going in the trash. That's garbage. And this thing. Well, this thing I want to give to Ezrin. So, I guess... Oh, man. I don't really want to give up any of this stuff. Flask of Force. God, this is a tough one. You know what? Necklace of Fireballs. Go fuck yourself. I'm done with that Necklace of Fireballs. It's over between us. I'm sick and tired of not ever using it. Flemish Stew is pretty good. I've gotten pretty good use out of the Shaolin. Dexterity is good. I guess we'll get rid of Blessing of the Gods. And then here we have a tough one. Well, this amulet's really good. I mean, anybody can use it to good effect. So who's got a subpar item? Oh, you do. Yes, you do. All right, but I don't think he needs this particularly because he's already got scouting. I mean, it's still useful. Don't get me wrong. It's just not as useful. This thing is really good. I can get rid of my Deathbane, but it's probably, yeah, the Dagger plus 1's pretty shitty. So we'll do like that. But okay, who's gonna take this amulet of inescapable location that Harsk currently wields? Ezrin would like to have it, but Ezrin's items are already so good. Healing Poultice? Is that good enough? Healing Poultice? I don't know if this is good enough. It hasn't been particularly impressive. Yeah, why don't we do this? Amiri wants to fight monsters anyway, so let's do it like that. Hardska still has an exclamation mark. Oh, he needs to take something. Well, I guess you're taking a Healing Poultice then. All right, then. I'm just going to click Next. See, don't need you, or you. Okay, everything's good. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody.